What's up guys, MoneyManD here back with a coin video. Today we are doing Dansco album fill number 5. So, we got 3 really cool coins to show you today. You know, 2 really recent, or actually most all, yeah, 2 of them are really recent purchases. Really cool coins. Starting off with the lowest denomination, we have the cent, or the penny, as many like to call it. Right over here, this is a Flying Eagle cent, the first ever small cent made. It was made 1856, 1857, 1858. Although the 1856 is extremely rare, there's very few that were made. There, I think it was like 20,000 or something. Let me see. It was just a really hard coin. And I think they're all considered proof. Yeah, I believe they're all considered proof. Extremely, like, worth thousands of dollars if you could get your hands on one of those. So, really cool. Um, and this specific example is from 1858. So this was the last year of the Flying Eagle cents. I guess it wasn't really a popular coin. This one had like a 24.6 million vintage. And it wasn't a very popular coin, as you can see. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. The Flying Eagle, they're kind of the same design as the Go-Brick dollar of the 30s. But it was still a really cool coin, and this is made of 88% copper and 12% nickel, so this is a little bit more nickel than usual. But yeah, a rare coin for 1856. There's only like maybe 3,000 that were made, but much less than that. They still exist. But yeah, really worn coin. In the back, it's got the 1 cent, same design as the 1850s Indian head cent, first Indian cent. So use the same design in the back. And is it maybe slightly off-centered, but or rotated dies, but that's happening all the time. I really worn, definitely like a AG3 coin. But as long as you can see the day clearly, still a nice example. I'm really happy. My first Flying Eagle cent. It's pretty cool. Next coin, let's see, it's put on the glove, is a nickel, but not just any nickel, it is a war nickel. Let's see. These broken gloves. Okay. Let's see. So this one is a 1945, the last year of the war nickel. This is 35% silver. It's got almost $2 worth of silver in it today. So it is a really cool coin. These always are dirty looking. They're very like kind of yellowish. They're kind of weird. I don't know why, but it's just because they have some magnesium. I think it's 9% magnesium, 56% copper, 35% silver. That should add up to a 100%. But yeah, so there is actually no nickel in this. If I remember correctly. So yeah, and like I said, silver because of the war. They needed nickel for the war. So yeah, 56% copper, 35% for 5% or 9% manganese. So there is no nickel in this nickel, so which is pretty funny. But yeah, pretty good condition. Maybe XFAU. Nothing super crazy. And then on the back, this one it happens to be made at Philadelphia Mint. How you can tell it's a war nickel? Well, first of all 43s, 44s, 45s are war nickel, and 42s, some of them are war nickels. If they have a big mint mark up there, like a PDRS, they're war nickel. Otherwise, they're not. And of course, they resumed after that to putting the mint mark there, and then now they put the mint mark on the front because they changed the whole design. But yeah, really cool, Monticello, pretty worn, like I said, but it's still a nicer example because most of these come out like, very dirty, like black. Sometimes even the really worn ones come out black. So it's not, not the best, worn coin considering. This next coin is pretty cool. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. This is a seeded dime. So really old die, 1891, really old. The year the A&A was organized, so it's a pretty old coin, very beat up. Can't even see the details of the portrait. There's barely a few lines. But still a really cool coin. And this one, I believe, is Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia. And there's the one dime, the same wreath. I believe that was used the barber dime. Yeah, they didn't change the barber. They just changed the front. Same thing with the Flying Eagle. They changed the front to the Indian head. And they kept the back for 1 year, I think. So, yeah. pretty cool silver dime. This was right before the barber dime. I think this was the second to last year. Maybe it was even the last year. I'll have to look at the album. It'll tell me. Really cool. So, say I'm going to put these 3 coins in the album. Let's see. Let's check out the album. Haven't looked at this in a hot minute. It's been a while since I did a fill. Let's see. So let's see. So the front page, we have the Indian head, the last Indian head type, and then the Lincoln set, as you can see, the wheat, Lincoln set wheat, and the steel set. Second page, we have the second Liberty head nickel, the V nickel, and the second Buffalo nickel, and the Barber dime. The Mercury dime. And the next page, we have both Liberty quarters and the first Washington quarter. And then half dollars, we have Franklin and the Clad Kennedy. And then we have the Washington and Columbian commemorative half dollars. And then we have all the bicentennial modern U.S. coinage page. So let's see where you can see that page. It's pretty full. But definitely check out the other videos if you haven't seen them 1 through 4. They should show you it. So the bicentennials, I like that. The modern coinage is good. I need to add a silver eagle in there. I have it. I have both commemorative silver eagle, which will be next on another episode. Silver dollars. I have, see the Morgan Peace Eisenhower. I have to place them in. Although I don't have the first 3, those are pretty old. I do have the 2 commemorative half dollars. Got to place in. I forget which one's there again. I have a 64 Kennedy got to place and a Walking Liberty half dollar, which actually will be next episode. Next episode I'll be placing a Walking Liberty half dollar. So stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to change out that Kennedy eventually. So we do have quite a bit to go to place it. I do have them, and I just got to place them. So let's see, the dimes, yeah. The Liberty seated, so there is 3 Liberty seated. The first Liberty seated is 1838 to 1860. It just has stars on it. And then there's no In God We Trust yet. The Liberty seated arrows, right, in 1853 to 1855, they changed the composition, made it a little bit smaller. Not the composition, made it less silver just because silver got too expensive. I had to lower it down a little bit. So it was kind of just an in-between phase. And then 1860 they changed to get the legend. I assume there's 2 types. So 1860 to 91 is the legend. So this is the last year for the dime. Yeah. Okay. So let's place in dime first, which is on the second page. Okay, let's get the gloves on. Just one glove on when I go to place it down. So all I'm missing for the dimes are basically all the early ones. I don't have, this is the earliest dime I believe I have. So I need to get the other ones. I need to purchase other ones, but I should be able to soon, because most of them are not that hard to come by. I need the Liberty seated with arrows, the regular Liberty seated, and the captain bust. So turn that around. Another nice silver edition, and they're not too expensive. They're just like less than $10 for a lot of those. So there it is right there, right next to the Mercury. And the Barber one, actually, next episode we'll be placing a Barber dime in. So that's pretty cool. Next, let's place this War nickel, which is on the same page. Let's get this set up. I am waiting to place, I have some old Jeffersons, but I want to place a new Jefferson quarter. Jefferson nickel. I do want to place a new penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half, for the 2026, because they're doing the special for the 250th anniversary of American independence. So I really want to get my hands on some of those nice 2026 coins. Of course, it won't come out until 2026, but I will be very happy when I get my hands on those, and then I can fill those spots. So this album will definitely not be completed until after that. Just push it down a little bit more. Okay, there we go. We just have one more coin to place this episode. So there is that nickel right there. You see right there, this is the last spot until we get to the dimes. And then now, you just see the scissors. There we go, gotta cut this out. I'll be back in a second when I free this coin from its flip. Alright, I took it out of its flip. Let me show you real quick the coin. Not the flips. Just really definitely sounds pretty weird. You know, if you put it on the table, it doesn't sound like a true penny because of its composition and its thickness too. It's definitely thicker than a regular penny. There it is. Outside of it, flip. Yeah. Okay. Let's place that in. Let's open the first page. We're doing pretty good on the pennies. I do have several pennies to place. That was the last penny I needed to buy. Besides the 2026, I'm waiting on that. So I'm glad that I got that, or sent, I should say. So now that I got that, I just need to place them in. Over the next few episodes, I'll be placing in the cents. It's just missing the VDB I have, and then the first two Indian head cents I'm missing from this album, what I have in my collection. Okay. Place it down nice. Boom. Nice and straight. Cool. So, that is that. Another addition to the first page. As you can see right there, very, as you see, very, over here. No, other side down, right there. That's it. Very dark compared to the, bright red Lincoln set, as you can see. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more videos. I'll be filling up this album as I go. I really love this album. And yeah, stay tuned for my journey, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.